Alright guys, we're out here again with the Geissele GDP. Guys, we gotta take a second to thank Monadnock Firearms, big supporter of the channel here, and because they support me, they support you. Instagram below. Guys, a sponsor here is Bullet Safe. If you're ever in need of body armor to help protect you or your loved ones, 3A soft, level 4 ceramic, carriers, NIJ certified, American made, top quality stuff, check them out. All right, so a while back we did the can comparison for the GDP. I had a bunch of the 5.56 cans that I had. I wanted to see what they sounded like on an 8-inch barrel. Now the problem with anything less than 10 inches is it's really hard on the can. And, you know, even though the stamp fee went away, you don't want to, blow cans up. Now, there's only some cans that are rated, or, the company claims that they're rated to be no barrel restrictions, FA rated, and with FRTs these days, I mean, these are the things that you want. But of the cans that I have so far, there's only a couple cans that have a no barrel restriction rating on a 5.56. And so far, that's been the full-size Velos LBP and the HUX 5.56K. No barrel restrictions, good to go. So if anything should happen, I imagine they would replace it for free because it's under warranty and what they should do because they claim no barrel restrictions. So the Velos 5.56K, I wanted to try that because, ultimately I'm trying to keep this thing as compact as possible. And this is probably final form as far as setup and then just the can. Not 100% sure yet. There's a little bit of length difference there. I'd say like an inch or so. And I'm running it on a just 1/2x28 thread adapter. So no, quick detach system that these things ship with. It ships with their little quick detach and the muzzle device and the whole thing. But as you'll see, that thing adds a ton of weight. This whole setup here is everything that you would need to run the quick detach on the Velos. It's shipped with their muzzle device. It's shipped with their quick detach on the can already. And then you need this little insert that it comes with it that goes inside of this to kind of marry up to this and seals it, I guess, and the whole thing. But all of this together, this is not lightweight. This is 7.8 ounces. 7.8 ounces additional to put on a can is crazy. A lot of cans these days weigh this much. If they're titanium, they're small. Like, this is the weight of a can. This is, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'll put the weight of the actual can itself and this, but you're almost, like, the weight of the can, if I remember correctly, I'll put it on the screen, I believe is on the K is somewhere around 12 to 15 ounces. You're adding almost half, you're adding about half more weight just to this. And I'm trying to keep it bag friendly, small, compact, lightweight as possible. So this is a no-go, even though I do like a quick detach and I don't always like a threaded option because it could walk off. Not using this. So the other problem is, now the length of the HUX, because their muzzle device, you have to use their muzzle device, is internal. There's no additional on the outside like there would be on the Velos. It's the full-size Velos. Maybe about a 1/2 inch bigger on the Velos full size compared to the HUX 5.56K. Now, if we compare the Velos K to the HUX K, the Velos is actually a little shorter than the HUX. So, depending on sound, and if you remember back, and I'll link the video here, for the can comparison versus the Velos, adding in the Velos and the K, the Velos and the HUX were, all things considered, the two quietest cans and the least back pressure cans. And you're trying to keep it, good on the system, not too hard. You're already getting a lot of back pressure and a lot of stuff in the can, so you don't want to just beat up the system. So I'm thinking it's between the Velos K and the HUX K. So we're going to try that here today, and we're going to see what these two sound like side by side on the GDP. We are going to be running some Magtech M193 5.56. You have to take a second to thank the channel sponsor here, Steve MP5. MagTech ammunition, bringing the heat, bringing the fire. Just gotta say thanks, and we appreciate you. All right, here we go with the full-size Velos LBP. All right, I mean, that's it. Quick one. We're gonna have to put them side by side and see which one really performs the best. Least back pressure, but still gives you pretty good sound suppression. I will say, I did shoot the Velos K with no ears for one round. I wanted to see how loud it would be in a pinch, because if I have to deploy this, 99% I won't have ears in. And it was loud, but it wasn't unbearably loud. If I had to shoot it for like a long period of time, it would certainly do damage to the ears, I would imagine, without having, you know, any sound meter or anything out here. It's loud, but it didn't make my ears ring when I shot it. It was uncomfortable, but it wasn't like, ow, God, that's so loud it hurt my ears. So doable, definitely doable in a pinch. I think the Hux is the same way, and of course the Velos full size is going to be on par or at least better than the Velos K. So let's see. I think it's going to be a toss-up between these three cans, but if I'm really being honest with myself, it's going to be one of these two cans because they're the smallest. So let me know what you think in the comments, which one you're going to go with, and at the end of this video, after watching the tape side by side, back to back, I'll decide which one's going to live on there. As always, Instagram is where we're at. See you next time.